Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi. I totally did not forget to unmute myself just now. No, I would never make such a mistake, ha. No, I did. But it's fine, I noticed sooner than later as one do. Now it's time to rob a museum. I think we're going on a heist, or I am going to catch him, but nah, I'd rather be the one doing the heist. That sounds more fun. The Holy Grail Phantom Thief, Amakusa Shiro, and the Slapstick Museum. Here we go. Boop. Prologue, Shell, Sky, Soulless. Ah yes, very edgy sounding. Man, I want those Majed drops. They're cute. I would take that as a plushie. Loading. I see darkness. The safe is old-fashioned. The man takes out a stethoscope and places it on the door, listening carefully as he slowly turns a dial. Sure, an auto dialer would be easier, but they're much too noisy for his liking. Besides, he's always been a big believer in little things adding up over time. 3 turns to the right at 74. 2 turns to the left at 65. And just like that, the first door is open. Next comes a lock, and that's the easy part. All he needs for that is the duplicate key that he stole. It's rare for anyone to maintain airtight security for decades, no matter how closely guarded a particular valuable might be. I like how the easy part was stealing the key. Wow, there's another part. And with that, the second door is open. How big is this safe? I'm just imagining a tiny safe and then now it's getting tinier and tinier because of all those doors. Now for the third door. This one requires a sequence of numbers and letters entered in the right order. A password. It would be impossible to unlock if that password was composed of a random string of characters. But a particular word selected to be both secret and memorable? That's a different story. The man recalls everything he knows about the safe owner's life. He knows his password must have been set decades ago, at the time the safe was purchased, and that it would still be the same today. Ah yes, the password is password. He focuses. Who besides the safe's owner would have been present on the day that it was bought and installed? The man takes a deep breath and enters his best guess with trembling fingers. P-A-S-S-W-O-R-D. He knows he will only get one shot. It works. Yep, the password's password. The man carefully opens the final door, doing his best to keep his cool. And sighs. The safe is completely empty. No cash, no gold ingots, no securities, no encoded secret documents, not even artwork. There is not a thing inside to be found. The man stares at the emptiness for a time before slowly getting to his feet and looking up at the sky. Oh well, these things happen. It will take more than this to make him give up. Maybe there was a secret compartment, you know? Secret. Even should his failures greatly outnumber his successes, he will remain undeterred. Instead, he turns toward his next destination, praying it will be different. He knows this journey will be a long one. Or they could have locked like a ghost in that safe. Ooh. Chaldea Boys Collection 2023. There's a reason arguments are prohibited here. putting aside cases like Mr. Direct Current and Mr. Alternating Current, since they'll never reach a consensus. Many servants have very different views in religion, political systems, societal problems, and so on. Our views are inevitably influenced by the time and place we grew up in. And there is no single correct answer to any of these big questions. And to make matters even more troublesome, many of these views are inextricably tied to what makes us who we are. What I'm trying to say is, nothing good can come from crossing these lines. So it just makes sense that those topics would rarely come up. If they did, we'd be at each other's throats. Of course, between hot-headed fighters like the Celts, the Knights of the Round Table, and the Greek warriors, it certainly doesn't take much for squabbles to erupt into actual combat. But even in those cases, I believe they do their best to keep things professional, for lack of a better word, so as to not leave any lasting grudges. I see. Why do you ask? Is there something you're concerned about? Yeah, it's about Paris. What happened to Paris? Paris. As in Hector's little brother? Yeah, the little brother that I just recently met inside of the Lost Belt. Right. He had forgotten about this until recently, but it turns out he has the Apple of Discord thanks to his noble phantasm. I think I know who's responsible too. My Cupid's on the sheep being behind this. Yes, let's blame the sheep. I snuck it in because I thought it'd be good for a laugh, and I'd do it again if I could. Yeah, that sounds like a Greek god. If nothing else, they're very uninhibited. Then again, perhaps a less generous adjective would be more appropriate. Anyway, I was wondering what we should do about it. Can I eat that apple? I can think of a few things off the top of my head. Destroy it, seal it away, or give it to someone for safekeeping. The first two would be easier, but I can understand if you prefer not to go that route. What about the safekeeping option then? You'd have to give it to someone extremely unlikely to sow any discord themselves. If you wanted to keep it with a Greek, my suggestion would be Medea. I'm quite certain she could handle a noble phantasm like that easily enough. Her actually agreeing to take it is another matter, though. Other names that come to mind include George, Martha, and John d'Arc. Essentially, anyone with the title of saint can generally be trusted to have plenty of self-control. I see. But one person does seem perfect to me. Someone who would be sure to accept, and who would do an excellent job of taking care of it. Really? Who? Who'd be the one? Who? Munch munch, gulp. Did he just eat the apple? I wanted to eat the apple of discord. Thank you. That was yummy. So? You just want me to hold on to this apple of discord? Yes, apparently in your stomach? If you don't mind. Of course not, Master. I'd be happy to. But why me? Oh, that was my idea. I'm guessing you'll be basically immune to the Apple of Discord's influence. Oh? How come? Well... Oh, so you were in the cafeteria? I'm afraid we've got a minute singularity on our hands. Would you mind coming to the command room? Got it. That sounds urgent. Okay, I'll go too. But I still want to hear what you're going to say later. Of course, I'd be happy to oblige. Alright, Master, shall we? Are we taking the apple with us? Assuming Voyager did not eat it? Hey! Thanks for coming. Let me get right to filling you in about this minute singularity. First, take a look at this. We managed to get a pretty good idea of what's going on there. Is that a fancy holy grail? Someone put a holy grail on display? An extra fancy one at that? It's actually in its solid grail form too. How odd. That's true. Most holy grails consist solely of wish-granting magical energy, and never take on any shape at all. Well, there was that time a holy grail essentially became a handbell, back when Nightingale was Santa. But that was the sort of exception that proves the rule. It's so shiny. Do we have to bring it in for safekeeping? Well, yeah, theoretically. But as you can see, this holy grail is being kept on display, like a valuable work of art. And we're not sure how to get around the security. Jinkei, when did you get here? Well, hey, it's just being kept in a glass case, right? So, can't we just break the glass and be done with it? Oh, and if you're worried about whether I'm sober or not, don't. I've only had a little morning pick-me-up. Just a moment. Sanson, when did you get here too? You already started drinking? Servant or no, that can't be good for you. Ugh, you doctors are such stiffs. I wish I could take a page out of your book. There's no need for that. Wait, you do? Well, sure I do. But this rough and tumble way of life is all I've ever known. It's just how I am at this point. I suppose I can't argue with that. So hey, Master. If you're heading out to repair the singularity, Sanson and me can come along if you want. Definitely! That'd be great. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. You know, if we're gonna have to sneak around, having assassins is perfect. Alright then. Let's do this thing! Agreed. I'll do my best to be as helpful as possible. Voyager and I will come along too. Understood. Then Master's team for the singularity will be Jinkei, Charles Henry Sanson, Amakusa Shiro Tokisada, and Voyager. Is everyone alright with that? Yes. Then I'll stay behind and be your navigator. I look forward to working with you all on this mission. Thank you, MASH. Time to be isekai'd into the museum. I'm just waiting for Voyager's banner I want to summon. Section 1, Renouncing Violence. Renouncing violence? Why? Why would we renounce it? I mean, yeah, no violence. Loading. Ooh, look at the Majed and Nobu in the back. Oh, cute, it's the Bella Lisa cracked essence and Kokusai's Noble Phantasm and some other goodies. No problems with the ray shift. The place is packed. Our transmission is audio only for now. Sorry. Oh, it's not the Mona Lisa? I mean, it's not the Bella Lisa, it's the Mona Lisa? Your Mystic Code's charm spell should make you all seem as though you're just a group of normal visitors. I think Mash probably didn't want to come with us because she doesn't want to rob a place, unlike me. I see. So then, we should just be fine as long as we don't act out of place? That's right. So that must mean everyone here sees my sword as a walking stick or something. Why is that guy carrying his walking stick like that? He's holding it like a sword. I don't see the Holy Grail here. It must be in a different room. That aside, there's something about this museum. A lot of things here do seem familiar somehow. I'm definitely seeing a lot of flashback material. A lot of things seem familiar. I want that Majet and Nobu. Haha, right you are, Master. If we were to conduct a summoning ritual here, I imagine we'd end up with a random servant. Let's see. A Holy Grail. Holy Grail. I guess our first order of business should be to find out whether it's on display, or if it's hidden away somewhere. Then how about we all split up and look for it on our own? Good idea. There doesn't seem much of a chance of a fight breaking out here. Alright, I'll start over there. Something wrong? Not used to crowds? Something wrong? Oh no, don't worry. It's nothing. Oh? Not big on crowds, huh, Voyager? Here. Why don't you hitch a ride on my shoulders then? Really? Yes, please. Oopsie daisy. That's cute. Thank you. This is a little embarrassing though. Don't worry. It'll only be for a little while. Alright, let's get going. All that aside, Master's right. There are too many relics that seem like they could be used as catalysts in a summoning ritual here for it to be a coincidence. Plus, they're all lined up with no regard for their time or country of origin. I mean, their time period or country of origin. As far as I can tell, the only thing they have in common is that they could apparently be used to summon servants. I don't think I like where this is going. I'll check the permanent exhibits. Voyager and I are good here. Engage traction. Deploy. Master, why don't you and I investigate this hallway? It seems relatively quiet. Sounds like a plan. I want to carry Voyager, then maybe I can summon him. I do have my Voyager card that I got from that wafer packet. Alright, let's all meet up in an hour. At the forest we first ray-shifted to. Good luck. Wait, what forest? Right. What forest? I knew it. Most of these paintings feature heroes too. But there's no discernible rhyme or reason to how they're arranged. Look at this. They've got a painting of Heracles next to a picture scroll of Minamoto no Raiko and the 4 heavenly kings. It's a real mess, isn't it? This museum seems to focus entirely on heroes, with little regard to where they are from. I can respect that in a way. Do you read me, Master? This is Mash. Neither Sanson, Jinkei, or Voyager had any luck. So they all left the museum for the time being. Then it would seem we're on the right track. Unless it's in storage or something. I don't see a nameplate on this one, even though it's definitely an exhibit room. Shall we head back? I wonder, did anyone check the bathrooms? I feel like the Holy Grail could be on display in the bathroom just to troll us. No need. I think we just hit the jackpot. Come on. Oh, never mind. There it is. There it is! Extra fancy! That's a holy grail, alright. I'd recognize that immense magical energy anywhere. It seems unaltered as well. It's hard to believe they have it up on display, as though it was just another work of art. Well, not just another work of art. They're definitely giving it special treatment. It's a fancy holy grail after all. Ours don't have jewels and stuff. True enough. Now, how do we go about getting it? Master? Amakusa? Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. Why do you ask, Mash? Well, the moment you enter that room, our magical energy sensors started going haywire. We may even lose connection. I think there's more than just the holy grail. That was fast. I don't know what Mash was trying to tell us. But while we're here, there are a few things about this grail I'd like to double check. Excuse me, do you work here? That's a fancy mask and costume. Not costume, uniform. You could say that. I'm the curator of this museum. What can I do for you? Well, rumor has it that this chalice you have on display, here's a genuine holy grail. And I was just wondering, is it authentic? I'm actually a man of the cloth myself, or something close to it anyway, so I can't help but be curious. Of course, I understand completely. Rest assured, you look upon the very chalice which caught the blood of Christ. Its presence here ensures that this museum will always be safe and secure. I see, I see. In that case, let me ask you this. Well, I'm sure touching it would be out of the question. Could I arrange for a closer examination? I'm afraid not. We've had many similar requests ever since we put it on display. And I'm afraid there seems to be something about the Holy Grail that drives people mad with desire. I wonder who else asked to see it up close. The last time we let someone near, they quickly became so frenzied that they tried to shatter the glass case. You don't say. Who was the one who ruined this for us? Furthermore, the Holy Grail is a symbol of this museum. It is worth far more than any other relic we have on display. As such, our security detail has been given orders to kill anyone who gets too close, rather than risk losing it. Sheesh. I see. Thank you. This has been very helpful. Not at all. We appreciate your cooperation. Oh yes, one last thing. Have you ever considered putting the Holy Grail up for auction? The publicity benefits of donating the proceeds to help fight poverty would be incalculable. Good one, sir. All right, Master. Since it seems we've been under surveillance ever since we entered this room, I suggest we take our leave for the time being. I'm pretty sure we were under surveillance from the moment we entered the museum. Huh? We have? Whatever you do, Master, please don't turn around. There are 2 servants in the back of this room. Exclamation point! I'm guessing the museum summoned them here. And of course, I'm sure they're both well aware that I'm a servant as well. So, what do we do now? Excuse me, you two. I don't suppose you'd mind showing yourselves? If that's too much to ask for, could you at least tell me your names? Shut up and get lost. We've got nothing to say to you. What my colleague said, we're just guards, nothing more. I suppose that's that then. Very well, until we meet again. Who's guarding the grail? Creepy bastard. Feels like he's just shoved his hand down my throat and grabbed a hold of my stomach. He wouldn't have noticed us if he hadn't been so openly hostile. You need to learn to keep your cool, like me. Shut up. Well, at least now he knows there are two of us, right? Idiot. You didn't take a good look at his smug face, did you? That was the face of a smartass ticking time bomb just waiting to go off. One that blows up in your face if you try to mess with it, and at the worst possible time, even if you just leave it. Also, he already knows about the other guy. I can already tell this is gonna be a pain in the ass. I kind of feel bad for the security here. That's a big oof. So, long story short, they have 3 servants standing guard. 2 are in the open, 1 is hidden. I'm guessing the other 2 don't bother to hide their auras to make it easier to hide the 3rd. How do you figure that out? Their positioning. Given where their voices were coming from, they had to be positioned in areas that would inevitably leave a gap in the Holy Grail's defenses. A hole? That's right. A gap that simply can't be covered with only 2 servants. If Master and I had made a rush for the Holy Grail back then, there's a good chance we would have gotten it, though likely at the cost of my life. Wouldn't that be a problem for you? Remember, this is a Holy Grail we're talking about. Most masters are ready and willing to sacrifice their servants to attain one. Though, of course, for better or worse, our master prefers to avoid that whenever possible. Yeah, I avoid it because I need the grails to sacrifice to the others. And I can't sacrifice the others to get the grail if I want to use it on them. I guess that's true. However, judging by how the 2 servants spoke, they didn't seem concerned about the gaping hole in their defenses. The most plausible explanation is that there's at least 1 other servant there with them. If we were trying to keep a low profile, I'm not sure telling them we'll meet again helped. Saying until we meet again may not have been the best way to avoid attention. Yeah, if we're trying to keep a low profile, don't say we'll meet again. Like, until we meet again. Just be like, bye-bye. Sorry about that. I thought it would be fun to see the looks on their faces if I said that. Well, hear the tone of their voices in this case. You and I would seem to have very different definitions of fun. I see. I understand your personality now, Shiro. If something seems like it'll be fun, you can't help but try it. I suppose you got me there. At any rate, it sounds like we're gonna have to fight those other servants at some point. And we'll have to do so at night, once the museum is closed and all the patrons have left. Though of course, once the museum closes, I'm sure they'll have a security system in place. We will have to be stealthy, rather than simply charge in. Alright, I'll conceal my presence and go check it out. That would be a big help, Jinkei. My own presence concealment is just barely better than not having any at all. Hey, don't worry about it. You can make it up to me by using that big, beautiful brain of yours. This is great. With Jinkei here, we should be able to find out what's going on in the museum. Master, I suggest you try and get some sleep now. I have a feeling this caper is going to take us all night. Will do. I will sleep in that bush over there. Maybe on the tree. Good night, Master. Sweet dreams. Or I'll sleep standing up. One way or another.
Alright. Now we just wait for Jinkei to get back.
Jinkei, are you okay? Ooh, looks like we're fighting now. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. How long was I sleeping for? Good morning, Master.
I'm sure you're hungry, so I got you something to eat.
You brought this from Chaldea? Ooh, what am I eating? I wouldn't mind more food.
No, I got it from a food stand in front of the museum. I already tried it, so I can tell you it tastes good. And there's no poison.
I like how he tested it for poison for me. Totally not because it smelled good. He's like, I gotta take a little bite. Don't mind if I do then. Anything happened while I was asleep? Food gets priority.
By all means. As for Jinkei, she should be back any time now.
What am I eating?
Hope I didn't keep you guys waiting too long.
Welcome back.
So, Jinkei, what did you learn? Here's a scoop.
What's the scoop? Oh, that's a lot of lasers.
Magical energy detectors went online about an hour after the museum closed. They didn't react to the security guards and demonic beasts that had been registered in the system.
Wow, they have demonic beast guards too? Cool.
But I doubt any servant without presence concealment, to say nothing of Master, would be able to get around them. What sort of detectors were they?
They're similar to a laser grid. They put up a whole bunch of invisible beams, and the moment you break one, the alarm goes off.
Simple yet devious. We might be able to get past if we could all use high-rank presence concealment, but barring that... And that's not all. You know all those glass cases they use to display the exhibits? What about them?
I took a closer look at them, and it turns out they're not made out of ordinary glass. It looks like they're reinforced using something like melted down octuplet crystals. Wow, this museum really is rich if they can afford to melt those down. I'm sure we could still destroy them if we hit them hard enough. The trouble is that to break them, we have to hit them very hard.
I see. Then we should assume that the glass case containing the Holy Grail is made out of the same material. Which means we wouldn't be able to steal it, even if we could all use high-rank presence concealment.
That sounds very bad.
They also have security guards making regular patrols. And get this, they have soul eaters instead of guard dogs.
What the hell are they thinking? You don't just slap a leash on those and call them pets.
True, you'd expect the security guards to have been eaten alive. Then again, maybe they have so many magical energy resources, it's just not a problem. I mapped out their patrol routes, but the room with the grail is completely sealed.
It looked like the door to a bank vault, only it had markings from some sort of spell.
I copied them down, just in case it might help.
Thank you, Jinkei. So useful. So helpful. Thank you, Jinkei. It should. Can you show it to us so we can analyze it? I wouldn't mind taking a soul eater as a pet, but I wanted the chimera, or maybe even that... No, actually, no. I was thinking of those poisonous lizards, but nah. I want a wyvern.
Got it. Here you go. Aha! Now I see.
I like how Waver was just waiting there.
It's a time spell that only lasts until morning, but provides extremely powerful protection while active. It can only be broken with a spell of equal power.
Figures.
Wait a second. It only lasts till morning? So what happens to the spell once morning comes? It disappears. Then they cast it again after closing the museum. It's not very cost effective, but it offers powerful protection nonetheless. They are, in essence, rebuilding the door to a magecraft workshop every day.
This museum spends so much money. Then again, they had to spend a fortune to buy all that stuff.
Anyway, all you really need to know is that it's a very sturdy door. Fair warning, Master. Once this latest incident is over, I'll be assigning you some homework on the elements that go into spells like this.
No, I don't want homework. No. I mean, fine.
That's all for me.
There you have it. Just what I needed. Another homework assignment. Gosh darn it.
Cheer up, Master. At least we have a good idea of the situation now.
So to get this Holy Grail, we need to make our way past a lot of security, pry open a super sturdy door, and then deal with the 3 servants guarding it.
How are we going to do that? It sounds all but impossible. This is going to be fun.
Fun?
Between the security guards, the magical energy detector beams, the incredibly tough glass case, and the servants acting as the last line of defense, this museum security is absolutely riddled with holes. All we have to do is find a way through them, and we should have no trouble reaching the Holy Grail.
Can we grab the other stuff too? Not just the Holy Grail. I want to get all the summoning catalysts for people that I did not summon yet. Especially that egg, if it really is Ibuki's egg, because I want Ibuki. Anu, hello. I guess there are holes here and there, but
I can't support that. Your plan requires 5 consecutive instances of us working flawlessly and being incredibly lucky. True, but I think I can pull it off. What do you mean by that?
Don't bother, Sansen. He's too good at keeping his cards close to his chest.
Alright, everyone. Would you mind waiting here for a while?
Huh? Why?
I'm going to make my way in alone and, in the modern parlance, get my ass handed to me.
Why do you want to get your ass handed to you? Huh?
What?
Oh. What are you talking about?
I'll explain soon enough. In the meantime, I really need to go now before they suspect something. See you later.
Have fun getting beaten up, I guess. He actually left. What should we do now? Should we go after him and try to meet back up? No, it's okay. Don't worry about him.
He's trying to get captured on purpose.
Oh, he wants to be a hostage.
Alright then. Time to get myself captured.
Oh no, I just happened to walk into a laser. Who would have known? Oopsies. And that's when you make the excuse, oh, I was trying to find the bathroom. My bad, I didn't mean to be here. Haha. Okay, security guards here. And of course, unable to use all that. He is trying to get caught after all. Whee! I like how he evaded all their attacks. Oh no though, our ally got taken in. We gotta rescue him. Who would have thought that he'd get captured?
Whoa there! Open fire! Open fire! Seriously? You're just opening fire? What about all these priceless works of art? Don't you lecture us about the value of art, thief!
Plus, the glass cases are super duper powerful.
Heh, you've got me there. Ah! Damn it, he's gone. Find him. Don't worry about the Holy Grail room. There's no way he can get that door open. That's true. I can't, but I don't have to. They'll open it themselves. Because they'll want to know how far we can go.
Oh, I recognize that silhouette.
Oh, just one of you?
Hey, my bestie Hajime-chan. And of course he's gonna be wearing his suit.
Oh, hey. We don't need to bother with introductions or anything, right? All you need to know about me is that I'm just your everyday suit. You can tell just by looking. Oh ho, I see. So you won't even reveal your true name,
Just an average worker.
You think that's a cowardly move or something? Not at all. I can tell you're a Japanese swordsman. That's all I need to know.
You're a nasty one, aren't you?
Pot calling the kettle black. Shall we get to it? I can't go home without even a souvenir after coming this far, after all. It just wouldn't be worth the trouble. So you're here to sacrifice yourself? Is that it? Damn, that's cold. Your master must be a real slave driver, huh?
I'm not that bad, I think.
Well, I guess a more charitable way of putting it would be that she's focused on victory. Oh no, I'm here entirely on my own volition, I assure you. Now then, let's fight, shall we? Man, this is all really throwing me off my game, but oh well. Gotta work for that paycheck.
Aw, he is just working for money. He's just doing this because he wants to eat good ramen. Just another night's work. Oof, sorry Hajime-chan, aka Mr. Just a Suit. Oh, there's a Soul Eater. Ah, he's striking with the flat of his sword. So I can actually attack this time. And let's see... Might as well. Was today the day that Voyager's banner comes? I haven't looked at that little schedule thingy in a while. Last time I saw Captain, which is tempting, but I want Voyager. Though if he is coming soon, I gotta find out where his card went. I know it's somewhere in my drawer. Yeah, I think it's on... It's over there. It's either on the drawer or in the drawer. Oh, Did the fight end while I was looking towards my drawer? Oops. Too good. No battle. Oh, there's no Voyager banner? Aw, man. Sad. I thought there was gonna be one, but you know, if there's Captain, I might as well go for him, at least one multi-pull. I got lots of tickets, aka more than 10.
Alright, that's enough. Kuh. So, what do you want to do with him, boss? Probably better if I just finish him off now, yeah? No, don't kill him. You're the boss. Well now, that's very kind of you. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Caster, use the Holy Grail to steal his power. I'd keep my mouth shut if I were you.
What was that laughter?
Don't worry, we're not going to harm you. We're just going to strip you of your ability to fight. You're gathering power? Why? What are you going to do with it? Don't you know anything about museums? They're so...
I forget how that was pronounced. Ryzen... something is to collect. Yet their whole reason is to collect.
Alright, Saber. Show him out of here. I still think it'd be better to finish him off now. But it's up to you.
Plus, Mr. Just-a-Suit just wants to do his job. It's like, whatever, if you decide not to finish him off, boss, I'll just do what you want to do. I'm not gonna complain. Alley-oop. Ah, so that thing was raison d'etre.
For my part, I hope you're dumb enough to try your luck again. Oh, and give my regards to the others as well, will you?
Wow, Hajime-chan's so positive. Are you still alive, Amakusa?
Looks that way. I knew I was right to go alone. This turned out to be very informative.
You can tell us about it after we get back. Back to Master. She was pretty upset about you putting yourself in danger like that.
Oh. I know we've had to send servants off alone before, but that call was never the servants to make.
Well, for what it's worth, I'll do my best to smooth things over with Master.
Thank you.
If Voyager is getting a banner, I want to know when for us. Or if it's gonna be skipped. If it's skipped, then oof. But if it's not, I gotta find my Voyager card and just keep it on my lap while summoning.
And now, I can't fight anymore. Sorry about that.
Sorry isn't gonna cut it. Well, the important thing is that you're okay. I mean, the important thing is that you're okay, I guess.
Now I feel twice as guilty. I really am sorry about this.
It's not like you ran off completely half-cocked, right? You had a good reason to believe you'd make it out alive, no?
Yes, I was pretty sure that if all four of us went together, they'd be more inclined to kill us.
I wonder, or like, do you know if the Voyager banner is gonna have the event craft distances? Because if it does, Voyager gets more priority than the others, to me, because Voyager's a little cutie. Plus, I feel like I can summon him since I have his card.
But I figured they would treat me with proverbial kid gloves if I went there alone. I even guessed that losing my ability to fight would be one of the possible outcomes. At any rate, there's one very important thing I now know for certain. Oh? What's that? Well, certain may be overselling it a bit, but I am reasonably sure that the Holy Grail simultaneously impedes its enemy's actions, while enhancing its allies' capabilities. What's more, if anyone attempts to fight over the Grail itself, it will reject the conflict. As if that weren't bad enough, it grants our enemies an overwhelming advantage. I very much doubt we could win a fight under those circumstances, even with multiple servants.
Okay, yay, it does have the craft essences. Good, good, good. Since I want to collect the pretty art,
maybe we should have a fighting chance, pun not intended, if our magic resistance was high enough. But that wouldn't help with how it enhanced our opponents. Is that why you went alone? To see what we're up against? Yes.
okay, but now what do we do? So how are we... Yeah, so how are we going to get the Grail then? Yeah, so how are we gonna get it? Yeah, I don't see how we can help. It sounds like all we can do is float around uselessly, like space debris.
It's simple. If we know we'll lose any direct confrontation, then all we have to do is avoid one.
Huh?
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But then, how are we supposed to get the Grail? Are you saying we should just give up? Not at all, I'm saying we should steal it.
Say what? Nah, I'm into this. I want to go on a heist. Presented by Chaldea. Amakusa Shiro. I like how he has his own opening sequence, as one do. Oh, now it's Sanson. Charles Henry Sanson. Oh, that's the place where he got food from, the food stand. I still want to know what he bought us. Maybe the food stand had hot dogs or something simple. Voyager. Jinkei. Watanabe no Tsuna, William Shakespeare. Mash Kirilite. So Tsuna and Shakespeare, are they the other guards? Never mind. I see Hajime-chan and Mordred. Oh, he disappeared. Or he jumped up epically. Ooh. Now he's doing an epic jump. I wonder who the main character is. Delicious Saint Quartz. I feel like a lot of openings/intros have a lot of spoilers, so it kind of made sense that it would spoil the identities of some people. That's why, as terrible as it sounds, I usually skip the intro of shows just because I don't want to get too spoiled. I'll listen to the song with my eyes closed and then afterwards skip it because when I do watch them and then I see characters, I'm like, oh, now I know who's gonna join the main characters team. Section 2, Snatch, Steal, Straight. Snatch, Steal, Straight, huh? I wonder what we're snatching and stealing. And straightening out. Earlier, I was robbed of my ability to fight.
It seems the curator and his servants weren't lying about that. However, it also seems my ability to fight is the only thing they took.
Okay, before you go any further...
Yes?
What the heck are you wearing?
This is my Phantom Thief attire.
I like how he just randomly had that stashed away.
It's like, yes! This is my moment to bring out this outfit that I've been hiding.
Then again, he also is Santa Mask, right? He just has a bunch of costumes set aside for various occasions, understandable.
Oh, well, I guess you are still pretty young, so... Don't think I can't see that look of pity in your eyes.
I think you look cool.
No comment.
It works for you.
Nope. Nope.
Definitely not. Though man, why do you only get a costume? I want a costume too. It works for you. I want a fancy Phantom Thief outfit.
Thank you, Master. Phantom Thief Amakusa Shiro Tokisara, at your service. Ahem. Now, as I was saying... Since my combat abilities have been sealed away, I, of course, can't currently use my noble phantasm, Twin Arm, Big Crunch. But fortunately, I have two other noble phantasms that aren't used for combat. Right hand, Evil Eater, and left hand, Xanadu Matrix. And those still work just fine.
What kind of noble phantasms are they?
Well, to make a long story short, as a servant who should by all rights have been summoned as a caster rather than a ruler, I can use all kinds of magecraft to support you in various ways. As long as you aren't fighting, there is nothing you can't do. That being said, just because you can fly through the air or smash through the wall doesn't mean you should.
I want to smash through a wall, that sounds fun. Like, come on, just one wall, please. Oh. For that case, it's Xanadu, not the sh sound. I was thinking of, like, how a lot of, like, Chinese words have X and it's like sh. But no, Z. At the risk of repeating myself, let me say once more that our only goal is to steal the Holy Grail. But I want the other stuff, mainly the egg.
Which means our first order of business is to disguise ourselves.
Okay, I want a disguise. That sounds fun. But I gotta test out my powers. My new support powers. I want to break the glass that has the egg and take the egg. Disguise ourselves? Why?
Come now, Master. Don't you remember? Security already knows what you look like. As for the rest of you, I'll go ahead and strengthen your disguise charms.
Wait. No, I got my disguises. I have the wig from Bartholomew's Valentine's thing. I have the dragon cosplay from Siegfried's Valentine's thing. And I have the glasses from Sigurd's Valentine's thing. Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm just gonna have a dragon outfit, glasses, and a wig. Totally not suspicious at all.
That should ensure you all look like ordinary humans. At least as long as you don't do any fighting. Of course, the jig will also be up if you do anything to draw suspicion to yourselves. From there, it will all come down to our smarts, our courage, our planning, and our prep work. Jinkei, I'd like you to keep using presence concealment to monitor everything that goes on in the museum. Got it. Keep an especially close eye on the security guards' patrol patterns, and let us know if you see anything else that seems odd to you. You are the assassin who tried to kill one of the most powerful emperors in history. So I'm certain your keen eye and attention to detail will be crucial to success in this heist.
Oh, is that a little blush I see?
Shut up, master! Ouch! Don't need to hit me! Sanson, I'd like you to pretend to be a doctor on vacation and go learn anything you can about the museum.
I like how that's very specific roleplay. Okay, he's a doctor. Oh no, what am I gonna be?
The food stands outside should be a good place to start. Well, I don't mind doing that. Are you certain no one will be able to tell I am a servant, though? Oh yes. You've had a charm cast on you already, and I'll improve it, so I don't think you'll have anything to worry about. Beyond that, you'll just have to trust me.
So, how's it gonna be? Sanson is gonna go up to the food stall and be like, "Hello there. I am a doctor on vacation. Do you have any tips on how to have a fun vacation, person at the stand? I am totally not sus."
Fortunately, no one on the museum side knows which of us are servants, apart from me, of course. They have figured out there are more besides me, but it should be impossible for them to determine who exactly we are. Alright, I'll trust you on this, Amakusa. That said, I'm not exactly hopeful about being able to find out much in the way of useful information. But that's because I still have one more important thing to tell you. I want you to conduct yourself as though you truly were a doctor. You need to act as though you're not here to harm the museum or steal anything from it. In fact, you should forget you're a servant altogether.
Ah yes, okay, he's gonna be full-on doctor. Meaning he's going to go up to the food and ask about all the ingredients and calories and stuff because he needs it to be healthy.
If you can't convince yourself you're just a doctor and nothing more, you'll probably blow your cover. I see. Understood. In that case, it would probably be better if I don't know about the rest of the plan. Would you mind keeping it a secret from me, Amakusa? Not at all.
So, what should I do?
You and Master are going to stick together, Voyager.
Me and Master? Me and Voyager?
Between the two of you, I think you'll be the more natural fit for this, Master.
Is Voyager gonna be my son?
I'm going to dye your hair blonde. I'll also give you some color contacts to make your eyes match. From now on, you and Voyager are going to be siblings.
Oh, siblings! Never mind, I thought I was gonna adopt him as my son, be like, "Hello, son. I will take you along the museum." Ooh, siblings. I see. Hello, little brother.
You're going to pretend to be tourists, visiting the museum every day.
As one do. Yes, me and my sibling go to the museum every single day because why not? That's our favorite thing to go to. Won't the museum suspect something if something is up if we do that?
Not at all. It's a very big museum, and it's filled with all sorts of relics and artifacts related to heroes throughout history. I'm certain you can pull off a convincing big sister who's only there because of her younger brother's hero obsession.
Ah, yes. My younger brother's hero obsession. So, little bro, you gotta be like, "Oh my goodness, I recognize that weapon. It's the weapon of yada yada yada. And this one is yada yada yadas. And this one's whatchamacallit." I know lots about heroes. Especially the ones who became constellations. Got it. I'm gonna be the best big sister I can be. It's gonna feel weird being a nice one, though.
For the time being, I'd like you all to focus on your roles and get into character.
Okay, I gotta be a nice older sibling, not one that I usually am, like, yo little bro. Get out of my face. I do my thing, you do your thing. We meet up in like an hour. Done.
We have a long road ahead of us. Then I'll start by getting a room at a nearby inn. I'm a doctor. I'll conceal my presence and stick close to the museum.
Shall we go to the museum too? I can't wait to hear some hero facts. I have lots. Okay, let's go. The museum wouldn't ask for our parents, I hope.
Now then, as for me, I'd better start remembering what it was like when I had nothing to my name. This job is going to take ingenuity, hard work, perseverance, physics, and psychology. Whoever said being a thief is easy?
No one said that. I don't think anyone said it's gonna be easy. But okay, we have gotten into our roles, as one do. Actually, I kind of want to bring him along because he's fancy. At least once. Now we gotta just get into our character. I'm a good big sibling. I am a good big sibling. I will be a nice big sibling, yes. Initial planning phase. Let's see what's wrong with you, Amakusa. Yep, no noble phantasm for you, sir. Understandable. I did not use my free ticket yet because I wanted to see what I would summon first. Oh man, we gotta get through our planning phase. As one do. Yeah, this is gonna be enough. I believe. Oh, I should have ended it with Amakusa or started with him, but nah. He's just there for moral support. He's gonna just stand there and look cool. I am good big sibling. Very, very good big sibling. I hope Mash can see this. I bet she'd be entertained. Or maybe I can take a picture with Voyager and be like, look, Mash, we're siblings now. Nice, good drop. Yo, it's gonna be our souvenir, the clock tower keychain. But no, I want the little Majeds. They're cute. That's a souvenir I want. Okay, no battle, because we are being good right now. We're going to get into our roles.
Is everything alright?
Oh yes, she's just feeling a little under the weather.
Let me take a look. She's suffering from heat exhaustion.
Oh, this is a hot place, huh? Really? But it's not even that hot.
It's because it's much warmer now than it was last night, which was quite chilly. She had a little trouble adjusting to the difference in temperature. Fortunately, her symptoms are fairly mild, so she should feel much better once she gets some rest. I suggest you ask one of the museum staff to let her stay in the infirmary for a while.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Not at all. I'm afraid the infirmary is a bit crowded at the moment. If it's just a little heat exhaustion, we would prefer that you make use of one of the museum's benches instead. I see. Then I'll have to call an ambulance. Huh? You can't take heat exhaustion lightly, regardless of how mild its symptoms may be. If you have a place on this premises where she can be treated, then that's where she should go. Should you refuse, I may need to take this to the museum's curator. I understand. Please come with me, miss.
I kind of feel bad for Mr. Staff Member. He probably didn't know how bad it must have been. Cause yeah, I feel like he's just like, oh crud, I don't want to lose my job. You know, okay, come with me, miss. Shoot.
I'm coming too. Sir, I'm afraid I can't. Oh, I suppose you have a physician on call. I'm afraid we don't quite have the funds for that. We do have a nurse among our staff, but as for an in-house doctor on standby, well, I suppose, no matter the era, we're always short of doctors. Very well, I will serve as this museum's on-call physician until closing time, at least for so long as I'm on vacation. In the mornings, I'll admire the art, and in the afternoons, I'll work at the infirmary. Of course, I'll always come help at a moment's notice in the event of an emergency. I won't demand payment for my services, but I would certainly appreciate it if you could at least waive my entry fees. I'm not sure if...
Yeah, as a regular staff member, I don't think he has the authority to make that call. I kind of feel bad for him. Yeah, I do feel bad for him. He's like, oh no, I'm gonna get in trouble. I just wanted an easy day of work. Ha.
Considering how many visitors this museum gets, I would think you'd want as many doctors on call as you can get. Alright, I accept your proposal.
He's probably thinking on the inside, I hate confrontation like this. Oh no. Oh man, I better accept his proposal. It's not that bad, right? I shouldn't get in trouble for this, right? I need food money. Sorry, Mr. Staff.
Hey, you hear about the ghosts? Ghosts? What ghosts? So then, you don't know about the voices you can sometimes hear in the Holy Grail exhibit? Those ain't ghosts. That's just a security detail the curator hired, right? Not that I'd ever seen them while I'm on patrol. I'm telling you, man, those are the ghosts. They're in that room 24/7, and there ain't even a bathroom in there. You know, this museum's pretty weird in a lot of ways. I've been to a few other museums over the years, and I ain't never seen one with guards armed like us. I heard some things about the Holy Grail too, apparently. Ahem. I don't believe I pay you two to stand around chatting all day. Or is there so little for you to do that you can occupy yourselves in no other fashion? We're sorry, sir. It won't happen again, sir.
Oof, these guys got in trouble. Big oof.
Humph. Lazy good-for-nothings.
Yeah, big oof for those workers. They're just trying to get through their day of work. I understand.
Is someone there? Humph. I don't think he saw me, so it must have just been a hunch. I suspected this guy was no ordinary curator, but he might be even more trouble than I thought.
Let's see. This belonged to Iskandar, and this is a relic from Sparta. Have I done the survey yet? Nah, I'll do it later. I've been lazy. It's really something seeing them in person. But this isn't really Achilles' shield. It's a fake. Oh, and this?
Excuse me, young man.
Hmm? You mean me? I think he does. Little brother?
I have to ask you not to say things like that. That is indeed Achilles' real shield. It was excavated by a team of archaeologists and authenticated by trained experts.
But it doesn't match the poem.
Huh?
Whoever made this probably wanted to recreate the shield, as it's described in the Iliad. But the two cities drawn on the shield are supposed to contrast from each other.
Contrast?
Oh man, this staff member's like, oh no, I just signed up for this job because I thought it'd be good, easy money. I don't actually know the history stuffs. Uh-oh. One city is supposed to represent peace by showing weddings and court trials. The other is supposed to represent war, with disturbing images of blood and violence. But both of the cities depicted here are at peace, even though Ares and Athena, the gods of war, are on the shield. Oh wow, you're right. There's no violence here. It's a fake. We need blood and gore. I'm guessing whoever made the shield probably did this on purpose, just to have some fun. See? If you look closely around the cities... Oh, okay, I think that's enough. Oh, hey, look at the time. We better get going, little bro. Yeah, let's get going to the other side of the museum. But don't worry. It's still a really nice shield.
Around the cities? Oh, so this is what he was talking about. The writing is tiny, but it actually says love and peace. You know, in English. Now what are we going to do?
Oh, I'd feel even worse if this is the same staff member that was dealing with Sanson earlier. He's like, man, first I got told off by this doctor guy, and now this little kid called out our products. Shoot, how am I supposed to explain this to the boss? What a rough day at work. Did I say something I shouldn't have? No, not exactly. I think we're okay. We got off with just a little warning. No, not exactly. Oh, good. Hey, you there. How about a freshly fried donut for your little brother? Two, please. Not just for him. I want a donut too. Please. A fried donut. It is a malasada. Maybe. Looks yummy. It really is freshly fried. It's yummy, isn't it, sister? Mm-hmm. Do you think we really do look like siblings? I'm sure we do. Of course. You're like the little brother I always wanted. Let me summon you, little brother. Thanks, Master. I'm really happy I have an older sister like you, too. Oh man, Ares is probably wanting to punch me or something at this point, hearing that. You're nothing like someone else I could name. Oh yeah, Ares is gonna want to punch me. Come to think of it, I wonder when this singularity is taking place. I think it's in the modern day, but I'm not completely sure. Now that you mention it, I'm not entirely sure either. It seems modern enough. Gotcha. I wonder if I'm up there in space. Somewhere far, far away from here. And if I am, I wonder if I could see the pale blue dot. If I find myself thinking about that kind of thing sometimes. I find myself thinking about that kind of thing sometimes. If anyone could, Voyager, I'm sure it was you. Thanks, Master. I hope no one heard him say that. Thanks, Master. It's like, oh yes, we are having a punishment game and my little brother has to call me Master for the rest of the day. Yes. This is nice. I think there's a word that fits this feeling perfectly. A word that means something really lovely and wistful, all at the same time. Romantic? That's it, romantic. You know, Master? Whenever you hear the word romantic, you always look really happy and really lonely all at once. Little brother, I don't want to talk about romance with you right now. I just want to eat my donut.
There you two are.
Sanson! Hi, Mr. Sanson. What's up?
I'm just taking a short break. They're very short-staffed here, so it takes a lot out of me to just to stay on top of things.
Sounds rough. Hang in there. Oh yeah, they really are short-staffed in there. It must be the same worker who scolded me and also talked to Sanson. Rough day at work.
That said, the work itself is quite fulfilling, though a little nerve-wracking too. I do have some knowledge of modern medicine, but many of my medical skills are somewhat unorthodox.
I'm sure. You never did get your medical license.
Don't let the museum hear you say that. On a different subject, well, I do understand the logic in stealing the Grail since we can't take it by force. I also can't help but feel a little conflicted about the whole thing, ethically speaking.
Do you think we shouldn't be doing this, Sanson? But I want to do this. I want to do a heist. It sounds kind of fun at least once.
No, it's not that. If anything, I'm in favor of this plan. It's just that something about it is bugging me. No, that's not right either. Maybe thrilling is a better word for it. It's like, I know this is wrong, but I can't stop myself from doing it. In fact, I don't even want to.
Like, a guilty pleasure? Maybe because you're enjoying it? A guilty pleasure? Like gacha games?
Exactly. I know stealing is cowardly. It's also illegal and immoral. But when we actually have a moral obligation to steal the object in question, as we do here, and we're putting together an intricate plan to do so, well, that just makes it all very exciting. It reminds me of Arsène Lupin, the legendary thief, and how his stories still thrill people to this day.
Ah yes, I'm assuming that's the Lupin the Third series that I did not watch, and I probably should.
Ahem. Anyway, I'd better get back to work. See you later.
I think today went well. Do you think so too, Master? I do. Now, what do you say we head back to the hotel too? Yep. Now, how about we head back to the hotel too?
Yep. Yep.
I want to see your hotel room. Instead of just staying in the forest like last time. Good idea. I can't wait to lie down on that nice soft bed. Nice soft bed? Oh, way better than sleeping in the bush earlier. Section 3, hors d'oeuvre. Aperitif or appetizer. We're gonna eat something yummy? I want a tasty appetizer. I mean, I did have my raw kimchi crab earlier, but I could eat more. It was only maybe a half pound or a quarter pound? I forget. There are 4 things you need to steal something. Oh! That's a classic literary character, and Lupin III is inspired by him. Okay. Preparation. That is a plan. Flexibility. The ability to react to changing circumstances. An exit strategy to ensure you'll always have a way out no matter what happens. And finally, the most important thing, which is truly essential for a successful heist, luck. Why has it gotta be luck? My luck is questionable. It's good in food, but everything else is kinda iffy.
Good work today, everyone.
Ooh, it's a fancy hotel. I like this. The Dream Hotel.
I ended up volunteering at the museum's infirmary. Is that a good thing?
I think so.
I agree. You did a wonderful job of infiltrating the museum. As I told you before, conduct myself as though I were a doctor. I remember.
As far as I can tell, the curator doesn't seem to be a mage. But the fact that this singularity is definitely making things harder. But the fact that this is a singularity is definitely making things harder.
Incidentally, he doesn't seem to be a master either. I didn't sense any connection between him and that mysterious worker I fought whatsoever.
Wait, hold on. That can't be right. I mean, we know rogue servants exist, so it's not particularly surprising for those servants to be summoned here. But there's no way they'd obey that curator guy if he wasn't their master.
Not necessarily. I can think of one way around that rule. He could have asked the Holy Grail for the power to control them.
Isn't that kind of a backwards way of doing things?
Yes, I suppose it is. Well, it might be easier in one sense, since the servants can't drain his magical energy without a normal contract. Simply having the Holy Grail grant a wish like that certainly wouldn't make him their master. Not to mention, they would turn on him in an instant at the slightest blunder. Maybe he's just very confident in his ability to control servants. Or he simply doesn't care what happens to himself.
Yeah, that might be it. Ooh, Lupin's first story was about how he outsmarted Sherlock Holmes, but due to copyright, his name was changed to Herlock Sholmes. That's funny. I like that. That's a good way of trolling. Ah yes, I have outsmarted you, Herlock Sholmes.
I'm sure you know this well yourself, Jinkei, but there is definitely strength to be found when one is willing to throw their life away.
Yeah, there is.
It's far from a lasting strength, and you lose it all the instant you fear for your life. But if you can ignore the risks and keep it up, well, it would certainly make you a daunting opponent. And he definitely values that museum's reputation more than his own life. Which means Voyager pointing out the shield of Achilles they have on display as a counterfeit was...
bad?
Not at all. It was excellent.
Huh?
Once the curator hears about it, he'll be beside himself. Any collector who wants their prized art collection to be recognized would feel the same. Very true. I was able to watch the curator briefly while I was working as a doctor. and it was clear he cares a great deal about the relics on display. Maybe you should try telling him you're Charles Henry Sanson. He might put you on display too, as long as you show him some proof. I'll pass. I have no desire to stand around all day, being gawked at like a figure at a wax museum.
Something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. I think I may have just seen our way in, is all. Sanson, did you find out if the curator has a favorite hero? Apparently, he doesn't. He claims he wants to collect everyone, from fearsome gods of war to influential artists to shrewd kings.
Yo, he's just like me for reals. He just wants to collect everyone. I understand how that be in a gacha game. Me too, sir, me too, but I don't have the luck or funds to do so, but good for you, sir. Good for you.
Regardless of the race, nationality, or time period. I see. So that's why those displays are arranged so haphazardly. From what I'm told, the curator is constantly talking about how the world can't get enough heroes.
Well, he's not wrong there.
Then that should be our way past the first obstacle. If the curator cares about heroes that much, then do you think he would take a look at any relic that comes his way, regardless of how credible it is? Yes, I definitely do. Though if what Voyager said is true, he doesn't seem to have any real ability to determine authenticity himself. Maybe not. I suspect it's more that he cares about collecting relics of heroes so much that authenticity no longer matters to him. I see. He must figure that it doesn't matter if a relic is authentic or not, as long as it's sufficiently awe-inspiring. Indeed. So if we bring in a relic of our own, we should definitely be able to get closer to him. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Are you saying we donate some of our weapons or noble phantasms? I'm afraid my noble phantasm might be too big for that. My executioner's sword isn't anything special either. There are hundreds just like it from that time period.
I don't have any weapons I could donate either. Too bad. That doesn't make you any less of a hero, Voyager. Hey, my little brother's just as much of a hero as anyone. Hehe. That goes for you too, big sister. High five! Yay! You two have really taken to the whole sibling thing, haven't you? At any rate, I guess my dagger is probably the safest bet then, huh? It should have at least some value, since it almost slit Qin Shi Huang's throat. Then again, it's nothing special to look at either. It's just an ordinary, run-of-the-mill dagger.
No, that should be perfect. Let's go with it.
Even though we don't know anyone who can verify its authenticity?
Sure we do. In fact, he's closer than you might think.
Huh? You mean... me?
That's right. From now on, you are... Voyager, the Genius Appraiser.
That's my brother. That's my brother, alright. The Genius Appraiser, and I am... Misaki, the big sister. Aw, man.
It's perfect.
Wow, you're serious. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Ooh.
Now that's settled, we're going to create a backstory for our resident Genius Appraiser. He'll need an ID, newspaper articles, online reputation, and so on and so forth. We'll need Caldea's help to fake all this convincingly, of course. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Be warned, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
I like how into the roleplay he's getting.
My, being a phantom thief is almost like a full-time job in its own right. You're telling me? Alright, let the forgeries begin.
So my little brother is a genius appraiser. I am his big sibling that just travels with him as moral support. You know, let's just take my genius brother with me. Cause why not? My little genius brother. I'm just here. I'm just the normal sibling, as one does, one be. I'm only here to watch over my brother. Ooh. Diversionary tactic. Ah, yes. Well, let's see how this be. Wee. Man, look at my little bro. Though I like how his name is still gonna be Voyager. I'm Misaki, and this is my brother Voyager. I mean, then again, there are a lot of interesting names. No one would question my little bro Voyager. They would never. It's a completely normal name. It runs in the family. Totally. Except my name is not Voyager either. Everyone in the family whose epic is named Voyager. Mama Voyager, Papa Voyager, Little Voyager, and then there's Misaki. Ooh, nice. I wanna see these fake articles.
Alright, that's enough for now. Let's pick this back up tomorrow. Even a phantom thief's journey begins with a single step after all. Good night, Master. Sleep tight.
Good night. I will sleep on the couch.
Or the floor.
Alright. Can I ask you something, Shiro?
Of course. Is this about the Apple of Discord?
Uh-huh. I was just wondering why you suggested I hold on to it.
Because just being a good person, or valuing order, wouldn't be enough to stop the apple from potentially sowing discord. Whereas you are one of the very few servants who have been entrusted with hope for the future, and nothing more. Everything about you makes it clear that you're simply trying to deliver a message, not pick a fight with the universe. And since your origins lie solely in good, positive thoughts, the very concept of discord should be alien to you. At least, that was my thinking. Then again, maybe that's just what I wanted to believe, since I've always admired space and the stars myself.
Got it. Thanks, Shiro. I promise I'll take good care of it.
Not at all. Thank you, Voyager.
That's my little bro. What a good little bro, Voyager. Ooh. And now time to put our plan to action, maybe? This is Caldea. We're all done with the forged newspaper articles. I'm sending you the files now. They all have spells on them, so that the layout of the articles themselves makes the reader more susceptible to charms. Here are the headlines we came up with. Genius appraiser Voyager sees through Da Vinci's counterfeit. Attachment article. Voyager Boy Appraiser discovers the Colossus of Rhodes, Lost Head, attachment column. Voyager, youngest appraiser in history, shares the joys of finding real historic relics. Attachment interview. Isn't this a little much?
Whoa, you guys really went all out. Wahaha, these are great.
Oh wow. Reading these even makes me think. Oh yeah, Voyager really is an expert at appraising antiques and artifacts, isn't he? Please keep it together. The servants almost never get asked to do work like this, so they were very, excited.
Bahaha! This article's great. I knew the modern era was all about marketing. Information is what sets the real thing apart from all the fakes. With the right information, even imitations can match or even surpass the originals in quality and reputation.
Not that that's a good thing, mind you.
Let's see. Voyager declares direct current the ultimate form of electricity. Hey, knock it off, Edison. This is serious forgery we're doing here. Are you writers done with the next column yet? It's almost time to hit publish. Just give me 5 more minutes. No, make that hours. The muse of columnists has yet to grace me with her presence.
Somebody summon an editor in here.
Thank you, Mash. Please convey my sincerest gratitude to the others as well.
Of course. Is there anything else I can do?
Now that you mention it, there is. Could you let me talk to Professor Moriarty and Zhuge Liang?
No problem.
Do you need their help for something? Yes, I do. We're all young, naive, and innocent after all. If we're going to engage in wrongdoing, we should try to learn from the very best first.
Naive? Innocent? Us?
Ha ha ha.
Well, those two definitely know a thing or two about deception. You couldn't have picked anyone better then. Yo, I want to learn from Moriarty especially. I want to summon him.
Both versions, heh. I must say, dear girl, I'm a bit hurt you didn't think to call on me for such a delightful caper.
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't know we are gonna be robbing a museum. I totally did not know that. I should have invited him. I'm sorry, Moriarty.
What kind of apology is that? I heard you have a need for Zhuge Liang's knowledge. That's right. I'd like you two to come up with a backstory for this dagger. So you want to prove to this curator that Jinke's dagger is the same one used in her attempt on Qin Shi Huang's life, eh? I see. As I recall, that dagger is said to have been treated with poison. In which case, that poison will need to show up during the appraisal process.
That might be kind of tricky since I used Hydra poison.
That's where the forgery aspect comes in. History books say that the dagger was made with a blade tempered with poison. However, it's very likely that real poison would lose its potency during the tempering process. In which case, another coating of poison must have been applied to the blade after it was tempered. So that's the story we'll go with. Then what kind of poison should we use? Let's see. Given what would have been available at the time, I'd say botulinum or wolfsbane would be most appropriate.
Whatever. I don't think it matters much either way. I've never heard of the botulinum before, but I've heard of wolfsbane.
But is it really plausible to think there would still be any poison left on the blade after 2,000 years? I'm afraid you're thinking about this all backwards. To convince this curator of the dagger's authenticity, whatever the reason may be for it, there must still be poison left on the blade. You see, we're going to create the kind of artifact typically reserved for the greatest of legends. Jinkei, your assassination attempt failed, and you paid with your life. But the Emperor was so impressed by your bravery that your dagger was secretly brought to the treasury for safekeeping. Once the Qin Emperor had fallen, and the Han Dynasty taken its place, the new Emperor would no doubt be at a loss as to what to do with the dagger that nearly took Qin Shi Huang's life. Part of him no doubt wished to commend your bravery in fighting against the same oppression he did. But as Emperor, he certainly couldn't afford to be seen to endorse the notion of regicide. As a result, he would be unable to dispose of the dagger, and unable to disclose its existence. I suspect only a few of his most trusted retainers would have been told of the dagger's origins. Alright, I think that backstory should get us up to right before the later Han Dynasty was established.
What about the rest of the time between now and then?
That could be more difficult. During the fall of the Qin Dynasty, the Red Eyebrows set fire to Chang'an and made off with its treasures.
The Red Eyebrows? I've never heard of the Red Eyebrows before. Oh, botulinum's used in Botox. Huh. I guess that's why it's called Botox.
If Jinkei's dagger really had been stored there, it would definitely have been lost at that time. Not to mention, that wasn't the only time Chang'an was caught in the middle of a war. So I'm not seeing a way that a relic from the Qin Dynasty could plausibly have been preserved. We could forge a record of its storage, but that would only be more implausible. What to do? At times like this, my good man, I've found it's best to simply go for it, as they say nowadays. Alright, I might have an idea. How does this strike you? I see. That does seem like it could work, but...
I want to know the plan. Come on.
Indeed. We'll have to send another servant your way to complete the deception. Oh, drat. I do wish I could have gone myself. Be careful to choose the right person for the job. I do it myself, but I'm afraid I might not be terribly convincing in the role.
In that case... it must be someone from the opening, like Shakespeare.
Yes, I'd agree. He should do nicely. All that aside, Amakusa Shiro. Yes? You're quite the villain yourself, aren't you? Ha ha ha. Putting the ethics of it aside, I'd like to think this is the most peaceful solution to this problem. Aren't you a firm believer in thou shalt not steal? Let's just say it all depends on context. Ah ha ha ha!
I'm surprised you two get along so well. I didn't know you two were friends. You guys are like besties.
We're not. We're barely even civil to each other. There's nothing we have in common. Our beliefs, our principles, our motives, our methods, our processes, our development, our conclusions. We could not be more different. Well said. Honestly, if we weren't both part of Chaldea, I would have used my noble phantasm on you the first chance I got. Well then, I stand corrected. It seems we do have at least one thing in common. If we can't see eye to eye, then we'll have to ensure the other one never sees the light of another day. Ahem. Leaving the principles of the wicked aside, I agree he should be a good fit too, but I'm not sure how convincingly he can act. Oh, I'm not too worried about that. We're not asking him to be someone he's not after all. All he needs to do is perform the same role he always has. It should be much easier than actual acting. Oh, and there's one more thing I'd like to ask of him.
What's the one thing? That's an evil cliffhanger. Section 4. The Phantom Thief sends a light-hearted warning. I want to know the warning. But I should hydrate, you know? Hydration important. Especially after eating spicy food. Water tastes so good. The calling card. Everyone knows that a true phantom thief should never steal anything without one. However, creating and placing a calling card properly is much more difficult than most think. Oh man, when they say calling card, I'm just thinking of Summer Carmilla. Didn't she have one? The owner of the object to be stolen must have the card brought to their attention, and they must also be certain that it comes from a real phantom thief. The penmanship on the calling card must also be impeccable, and the card itself should also be written with a poetic flair. Impeccable handwriting. My handwriting is poop. Is chicken scratch. You can't exactly send it by post, and you can't just stroll up and hand it over in person either. According to one well-known phantom thief, the calling card is the single most important part of the heist. That one piece of paper contains a phantom thief's very essence.
That's why I've been trying to come up with a calling card of my own. But I realize there's a little problem. Well, a rather big one actually.
Wow, sounds serious. What is it?
I'm not actually a phantom thief.
Wow. Wow.
And you're just realizing this now, huh?
Come on, you're supposed to be role-playing. We're all role-playing here. Role-play as a phantom thief. That's a very, very big problem. That's like going to build a rocket ship thinking it runs on charcoal.
Still, if I'm going to be one now, I'm going to need a calling card and a name. Something tells me Amakusa Shiro Tokisada alone just isn't going to cut it. Especially since I can't imagine I'm all that well known outside of Japan. What about going on the opposite route then? Maybe you could use a name that is widely known outside of Japan.
Hey, yeah, that could work. What about something like, I've come to steal this round table. King Arthur. Ah, yes. What a good calling card. Especially. Oh, yeah. Do that. It'd be goddamn hilarious.
All that aside, won't warning them that we plan to steal the Holy Grail only make it harder for us to do so? No, their security is already very tight, so that won't be a problem. If anything, playing this calling card alongside our other plan will only help draw attention away from our movements. Oh, I just had an idea. There's one very famous name we could use that won't bother anyone. Oh, what is it?
What is it? Hey!
Hmm? Is someone there again? Hmm? What is this in my breast pocket? A card? Hmm.
He has a pocket? I don't see the pocket unless it's hidden by his jacket. Could be under his jacket in a vest pocket.
Is something wrong, sir? Take a look at this. Let's see. Calling card?
I clap at that. Of course! I shouldn't have expected anything else. Moriarty, with his nice little butterfly, and look at him giving thumbs up.
I shall be coming for your museum's holy grail. Yours truly, James Moriarty, the Napoleon of crime. No way. It even lists the date and time of the heist. I certainly never thought anyone claiming to be James Moriarty would try to steal the Holy Grail. Get more guards in here. Now, I want double security around the clock. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Could it be that servant from the other day? Or maybe another one? Then again, it could also be someone else altogether. Either way, this should be very interesting. I hope I'll be able to add something valuable to my collection.
Oh man.
Where do you get off using my name without my permission? This is identity theft, damn it! Hahaha. Surely, you of all people aren't going to complain about a little thing like that, are you? Well, at least, make sure you don't screw this up. I have a reputation to maintain after all.
I wish he could have seen the card. The card was adorable. Don't worry, we won't. It's okay. I know we can pull this off.
Heh heh heh. As much as I appreciate the effort, Master, coming from a goody two-shoes like you, I'm afraid I find that somewhat less than reassuring.
I got the calling card to the curator like you asked.
Excellent. Then it's time to begin our plan in earnest. You're up first, Jinkei.
Got it. Acting's never been one of my strong suits, but I am pretty good at keeping cool under pressure. Good luck.
Thanks, Master. Alright, here goes nothing.
Oh, it's another staff member. Can I help you? Hi there. My name's Lin Xiu. I have the dagger Jinkei used during his attempt on Qin Shi Huang's life. Wait right here, please. Ooh, that's what the office looks like. I like the couch. I love teal-colored stuff.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I've been to this museum once before. We may have passed by each other then.
Do you have this dagger in your possession now?
Yup. This is it.
Well now...
Oh, I wouldn't touch the blade if I were you. I don't think there would still be any poison left on it, but you can't be too careful.
Tell me, how did this come into your possession? If it really is over 2,000 years old, then it should be corroded beyond identification. And while it's certainly quite rusty, it's still in fairly good condition for its supposed age.
It's been in my family for generations. I have a letter from someone who knows its history. It explains what happened.
I see. And who is this person?
My grandfather.
His health has been declining lately, and his English isn't great, so he asked me to come here on our family's behalf. May I see this letter? Of course. Wow, this letter looks legit.
It's so chock full of information.
What a great letter.
It's not counterfeit? Oh no, why would you inflict doubt upon me? How rude. Never doubt me. Okay, 3 turns, that's fine. What's this? Might as well, 3 turns. But oh my, why would you doubt me?
Oof.
Ouch. Ouchies. Oh wait, I can't do a thing. I mean, it's fine. Don't doubt me, kind sir. Ouch. If it's real? Not if it is definitely real. Go, go, go. I can't wait for our genius appraiser to appear. Oof, stabbing the eyeball. Ouch. Even if that would have been the better way to start, I wanted to fill up the gauge. I did not expect the gauge to be filled up for me, just because of turns. So that was a good surprise. And I really want this Majed plush. It's so cute. Out of all the museum things that we could bring back, I want that as my souvenir. I don't need the keychain, I want the Majed plush. I'll take all the Majed stuff. Also a nice egg, please. I would like an Ibuki egg.
So, what is it that you want?
Well, I was hoping to lend it to this museum, just for a while.
I see.
I'm back. Phew. That was exhausting. Welcome back.
So, how did it go?
Not great. I'd say he was at best hoping I was telling the truth, but he was very, very suspicious.
Excellent.
Excellent?
Honestly, he was scrutinizing everything so closely, I thought we were done for. What matters is that part of him wanted to believe you. The line between doubt and belief is paper thin, you see. A single well-placed wedge, and you can flip them around completely. I'd like you to start trying to make appointments to see the curator every day.
How long is this heist?
He doesn't even have to agree to meet with you. But when you see him, don't show any interest in the door to the Holy Grail whatsoever. Just pretend it doesn't even exist. Alright, you're up next, Voyager and Master.
I hope I can do this. I am the emotional support sibling.
That's all I'm here for.
Me too. I'm so nervous, my teeth are chattering. Being a boy appraiser sounds tough.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Today, all you have to do is speak passionately about things you already care deeply about.
I'll do my best. Likewise.
Standing there is emotional support.
This is my genius brother, and I'm his big sister. I am here to take my genius brother around. That is my only job in life right now. I got through a decent amount of sections. I want to save the rest for later. I want to summon now, actually. Hehehe. 4 is good enough for the night. I want to try at least once for... Nemo, I'm gonna just go past you for a little bit. Arjuna, you tempt me too, but... I want to throw at least one multi-pull at Amakusa Shiro. Because why not? Also, I want those craft essences, yo. So just one multi-pull, and then I wait for Voyager. Boop. Yay, I made more progress than I actually thought I would do. I'm happy. I feel satisfied. Get out of here, Shinji. Ooh, I got the round table on ice. Man, they look beautiful. That's the round table I wanted to steal. Infinity Dream. That's a good sounding dream. If I can get most of the craft essences, I'll be happy. Then that way it'll be easy for me to choose which one I want to get for free. Hello, Jinkei. I ain't gonna use my freebie until Voyager's banner because I'm gonna try for their supreme place of learning. No more learning. I don't want to learn some more. I mean, depending on what it is. I just don't want homework. Hello, Avisbron. Like heck, my 2 tests today were kind of questionable. One was so easy, the second one was difficult. Formal craft. What's next? Hello, Paracelsus. Hello, sir. Now, who be next? Hey again, Jinkei. I mean, makes sense that Jinkei came home multiple times. She is a part of the story, after all. Any luck getting the lost child? His banner's not up yet. Unless I have to refresh my game, which I would do for him. And ooh, Chaldea 11. Hey, look, I technically got Voyager in that. And Captain. Technically, I did the thing. Oh man. That's a nice looking craft essence. Cute! Skill at soccer is everything in this world. One day, a mysterious man who is literally shrouded in menace suddenly appears before a group of boys who are supposed to pave the road to a new era. I'm not so weak as to be tossed around by that heavy tide. I can charge through. Sorry, I'll try to stop them. The only one who should be looking down on us from above is Sister. This match will see myriad schemes and tricks intended to undermine the strengths of humans go up against the numerous assassins' seeds sent out to defeat them. Can the boys win? How very amusing. How could mere humans possibly overcome my schemes? Numerous deadly Babylon shots crisscross the field. There's jet space swing by dribbling. The field erupts in flames like Honoji, and mysterious evil gods are summoned to cause chaos. It is an apocalyptic scene. The audience, while excited at this match, wonders, they're playing soccer, right?
Yes, definitely playing soccer.
I like these craft essences, they're fun. Like Infinity Dream. I gotta bring out my little plushie that I got from the gacha box of Qin Shi Huang when his banner comes back. Then maybe I can summon him. I gotta use that catalyst. They have no interest in wealth. Praise is simply fodder for those literary folks. My ultimate goal, and indeed my reward, will be to create energy that man will never achieve. Two geniuses continue to tackle their challenge, even if their journey may be a never-ending series of tribulations. If such a creation is not merely meant for idle pleasure, but the bettering of one's people, then it is our duty to lend you aid. By the way, I have exclusive distribution rights for this, right? Totally. Exclusive distribution rights. Yep, indeedy. Oh, they're so cute. Round table on ice. Man, they look so handsome. Especially Gawain. Betty is very pretty. Round table on ice. Radiant lights dance, and the music promotes them to skate energetically along the ice. Come join us. It'd be a shame for you to just watch. Escorting guests on the skating rink is just another nightly duty. Sir Tristan, are you by chance skating while you're asleep? It may appear that way, but allow me to explain. As you can see, as a swan over ice. Zzz. Yep, he's sleeping. He is definitely napping. I think this is the one I got from the friend pool. The supreme place of learning. I would not mind summoning the adult form. That would be nice. And is Matcha a doctor? Or actually, no, it's not a doctor outfit. At first I thought that was. He could be the nurse or professor, yeah. Professor Matcha. Come, let us begin our day by welcoming our beloved children of Rome. This prestigious school is led by its dean, a human who has ascended to the realm of godhood. The academy students are a match in brilliance to those we have already seen in Chiron's classroom. The faculty is therefore as spirited and capable as one might expect when dealing with students of this caliber. By the way, how are the preparations for the Tri-School party getting along, Mr. Anderson? The Sunny Student Council president is one thing, but that student representative with the long black hair can't stick to a schedule or follow the dress code, and doesn't even know that deadlines except for authors must keep to their deadlines. I mean that everyone except for authors must keep to their deadlines. He excluded himself. Ah yes, everyone except for authors. Totally. I do want to summon him in his big form if that ever becomes available. I will simp for him. Ooh, hello, how's my pools? I got some craft essences, so I'm excited. I'm not gonna use a lot of my sync cards until Voyager comes. I'll at least give him 2 multi-pulls worth. And some tickets. But since I got a decent point in the story, wow, I can actually eat legit dinner at a decent time. It's Hamburger Helper. Because the milk is expiring in the fridge, so we gotta use it for drinking and also cooking. So tonight is Hamburger Helper. Yay, it should still be warm. So woohoo! I shall feast. Dinner part 2. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day and epic gacha luck. I shall feast upon the Hamburger Helper. Then I will update my support list and farm because I gotta use up my AP. But I want to grab a bowl of Hamburger Helper first. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. I think it's gonna be 2 boxes worth of hamburger helper. Which is a good amount. I think, maybe.